It is December of 2022. I've just stopped smoking cones, come completely off them, raw dogged it, and I feel at this point that it's time for a new chapter of my life. So in my head, I'm thinking like, what can I do to transition into this new chapter? And I think I'm gonna try and get a girlfriend. I'm just gonna try and sleep with as many girls as I possibly can. So I'll start going on Instagram, going on Snapchat, adding random girls, finding random girls on Instagram, follow them. If they follow me back, then I'd add them on Snapchat and try and chat them up. And I added like 15 to 20 girls, and that's probably a fucking understatement, to be quite honest. But when I say I had no success, I mean I had no fucking success. All right, so there are a few girls who were sort of interested, but at the time I was hanging out with this guy who was one of my brother's mates, and he would tell me what to say to him. So first I'd start talking to him, say my thing. They'd sort of be like they would be interested. One of these girls was very keen to go to the movies with me, right? But then I would say the things that my brother's mate told me to say. He was telling me to say these things, I said them, and then they just lost interest because they were dirty things. They weren't things that I should have been saying to these girls. Right, bro, but this went on for probably 4 months, like up until April, maybe even May of 2023, so last year. And it's at that point that I sort of stopped trying to add girls and chat them up and that sort of thing. I ended up getting a job in June. But bro, my only regret with what I'm doing now is not starting sooner. I could have used that time to, start YouTube or start the business that I eventually did start, or literally do anything better with my time than spending the whole day on Snapchat, spending the whole day on Instagram looking for girls. Like literally some days I would sit at home and scroll on Instagram like looking for new girls, add them on Snapchat, talk to them on Snapchat all day. And it's like, fuck bro, why bother? And I know so many guys, the reason I'm talking about this is because I know so many guys in high school who would try so hard to impress girls who just weren't fucking interested. Like, I was no outlier. I definitely tried to do that. And something I've come to learn through this whole self-development shit that I'm doing now is that girls want the guy who wants something else, not someone else, something else. Girls want the guy who's chasing his dreams, getting after it, chasing his goals, building the body, building the business, doing things that aren't just fucking focused on her. I know so many guys who have left a relationship because their girlfriend broke up with them because they made her their everything, right? So let me elaborate on this. I know a guy whose missus broke up with him and got with his best friend. And I was speaking to him about this and he was like really upset about it. And I said, bro, you can't blame her, to be honest. You made her your everything. You stopped going to the gym, you became complacent. You literally became overweight during the relationship. You gave her all your time, you weren't chasing anything else. No wonder she lost interest, because she knew that she didn't have to try for you anymore. No matter what, she was good enough for you. So that put you in a position where you were now the weak one in the relationship. You were the one that would have to try, but you weren't, so she left you. And it's like, I thought in chasing girls, so long as you're like an attractive guy, you're gonna get heaps of girls. So at the time when I was chasing girls, I thought it would be like all good, I'd get heaps of girls, but obviously I didn't really succeed in getting any. But now that I'm doing like YouTube, focusing on myself, focusing on all my like goals and stuff, I've got girls messaging me on Instagram every single day, trying to hit me up or, have a conversation with me, telling me X, Y, Z. Or I've got girls who I used to go to primary school with, all of a sudden hitting me up, oh, what have you been up to? Like, it's funny to see, bro, because I'm not even trying. And it's literally just like they're reaching out because I'm building something. They can see I'm going to the gym. They can see I'm getting after it, making money. I'm online making videos and stuff. It's the status that they want. They want a guy who is working towards something else. And I feel this is a good topic for me to speak on because I get fucking thousands of comments a week. It's ridiculous. But amongst those 1,000, there's probably 100, 200 that are always asking about, oh, my girlfriend left me, X, Y, Z, or there's this really cute girl at school, I'm scared to ask her out because she might say no, yada, yada, yada. I get a lot of comments in relation to girls. So that's why I'm making this video. But the most common one I get, comments and DMs for that matter, I had a DM yesterday, is I'm with my girlfriend, I feel like maybe I don't treat her the best because I made a few videos on how I used to treat my girlfriend, wasn't great. Anyhow, I get these comments saying, oh, I'm with my girlfriend, I want to show up as my best, I want to be the best for her, but I've got this issue and I feel sometimes maybe I don't treat her right, or sometimes I watch porn and that means, You know, I probably don't feel the best within myself, which means I can't show up as my best for her. This is sort of a message I had yesterday, and I said, bro, my best advice to you is work on all of these things, right? So I told him to stop watching porn. I sent him a few videos talking about how bad it is for your brain, all that sort of thing. But bro, pretty much if you're in a relationship, even if you're not and you're trying to attract a girl, the thing that's going to attract her, the thing that's going to keep her in the relationship with you, to keep her hungry, to keep her wanting to improve herself, to try and live up to your standards, is you just having those standards, having those actions, you know, having good work ethic, I guess you could say, working towards something. So if she asks you to come out one night, like come to her house and you have a sleepover or something, it shouldn't be yes every time. I'd say 1 out of 4 or 5 times it should be yes, and then the rest of your time you're getting after it, you're grinding. She's not going to be like, oh, I think I'm going to break up with this guy. Only if she's not the one for you, right? If you're grinding, you're getting after it, she's going to be so fucking attracted to you, bro. Like, it sounds so backwards, like, oh yeah, I'm going to spend less time with my girl and somehow she's going to be more attracted to me, but it makes fucking sense. Like, if you actually think about it, would you want something that is easy to get, that being you or the girl, okay? So if you're thinking like a girl, right? She doesn't want something that's easy to get. She wants to constantly be in pursuit, right? She wants to constantly be trying better and better, trying more and more to be able to live up to your standards. If you don't have any standards, you become obese, you become complacent, you're eating lollies, you're going to hers every weekend watching Netflix with her. She may enjoy that in the moment, but eventually she's going to take a step back and be like, whoa, he's gained weight, he's gotten ugly, and she's going to leave you. So once again, this applies to both guys in and out of relationships, and even girls for that matter. You can't get complacent in a relationship, because as soon as you do, your partner is going to leave you, okay? All right, so I'm going to relate this back to me in high school, okay? I really wanted to have a relationship with this girl. I was chasing her. I think it was year 7, right? And I just kept showing my interest, telling her how much I liked her and all that sort of thing. And she was interested. We were hooking up and that sort of thing, right? But once I kept expressing my interest and telling her that I actually wanted a relationship, she lost interest. She knew that I was easy. She didn't have to chase anymore like she initially did. And so she lost interest. Sure, this may be a very soft-core example given the fact I was 13. We were still, you know, kissing and that sort of thing. But it was nothing more than that, and it never became anything more than that. But it's like, you've got to fucking increase your standards, guys and girls, once again. So if you're looking at the hot guy or the hot girl at school who you think you really want to be with, and start doing everything you can to improve yourself, make yourself as good as possible. Because if you start doing that, I guarantee this person you've got your eye on is going to say, oh, hold up, he's over here, she's over here getting after it, doing something with himself, doing something with herself, and seeing results. Like, whoa, I've never seen that in a guy, I've never seen that in a girl. This guy over here is lazy, this girl over here is lazy. Maybe I'll talk to him, maybe I'll talk to her. All right, so increase your standards, that'll increase your value. And the person you're after, provided they're the right one and they're not just some loser, they're gonna be interested, straight up. And when I say some loser, I mean someone who doesn't support your goals. So if you're after someone just because of their beauty, you're going to have a big issue, right? Because if they're not a good person, if they're not someone who's ambitious, they don't have any goals of their own, then they're probably just going to want to sit around and watch Netflix with you and not really do anything with themselves. The right partner for you is the type of person that speaks words that lift you up, that helps you pursue your goals. They're not a distraction. Having them there helps you reach your highest potential. And if that's not the person you're looking at, if they can't be that, then they're not for you. Okay, but that's just my 2 cents for today. I thought I'd just share this. There's no script, there's no dot points for this video. This is just me speaking my mind, because this is pretty much just me speaking to my younger self. But if you want to start improving your life and making steps towards this bright and abundant future, speeding up the process, click the top link in the description. That's going to take you to my online school community where I'm helping young guys and girls change their lives every single day, one day at a time. Stay grinding, G.